All right, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. These predictions are going to be a little late, but they're going to be on time. They're going to be on time, but just a little later than usual. Anyways, yeah, today's matches and this week's matches are possibly the best of the round. We got juggernaut matches all around, except for maybe the one I'm gonna speak about after this one. But let's get right into it. It is Chelsea versus Bayern Munich in the round of 16, Stamford Bridge. They matched up with each other. It's a classic matchup, a la final 2012, I think it was, where Drogba scored the last-minute header, tied it up, scored the last penalty, won. So these teams have a little bit of history in between them, but they're at very different points right now. Chelsea is really, I don't know, man. It's a strange team to look at. They're really hot and cold. Like one week they'll lose to, I think they've lost to Southampton and Bournemouth, and then the next week they'll beat Spurs, and then they'll freaking lose to United the week before. I don't know. They're all over the place. They're a weird team. Bayern kind of started the same way this season. They were really inconsistent. Just this past weekend, I think they beat Paderborn, who were maybe last in the table, and they barely beat them 3-2. Those guys have only scored a total of 27 goals, and I think before that game had started, they scored 27 goals, and Lewandowski had scored 23. So, that's, come on. It shouldn't be 3-2. I mean, they won, but it shouldn't have been that close. But regardless, I see it as a pretty uneven matchup in between the two. I think Bayern is the clear favorite. And I picked Bayern to go to the final of the Champions League this year. If they didn't face Juve in an earlier round, I think the final is going to be Bayern Munich versus Juve. So, with that being said, even though Chelsea's at home, I see Bayern having no problem beating them both games. So I'm going to say a 3-0 win, honestly, for Bayern. Chelsea are missing Kante, but then again, Kante doesn't really seem to fit into Lampard's Chelsea regardless. But it's still a big player to miss that can, do whatever he wants on his day, honestly. He can just make things happen, get things done, control the midfield, but it hasn't been working out for him this season. But Bayern just have too much. They just have too much. They have Lewandowski, they have Gnabry, they have Coutinho, they have Thiago, they have Müller, they have Coleman, they have Davies coming on as an amazing attacking left back, sort of Saka-esque at Arsenal. Both of those players have just worked out amazingly in their new positions at left back. And yeah, Davies has been amazing. They have Alaba, Pavard, Neuer in goal. It's just too many players. It's too many players, man. And Chelsea, they're going to get destroyed. They're going to get destroyed in both legs. So, yeah, I say a 3-0 win for Bayern. It's going to be an easy one. And moving on to the second match, we have Napoli versus Barca. Again, I think we know what's going to happen. It's going to be a fun match to watch. You never know. Napoli is another one of those teams that are very hot and cold. Very hit or miss. With Gattuso now as their manager, it's even more freaking, you don't know what's going to happen. Sometimes they're motivated, sometimes they're not. Usually they come up in the big games. They performed against Inter, they performed against Juve, beating both of those teams. But then again, they lost at home, which they're playing at home today. They lost at home against freaking Lecce 3-1. So I think they are better away and just better in the big games. So maybe in the away leg against Barca and the Camp Nou, they'll do better. But in this game, I just don't see them winning. I'm going to be generous and say that obviously Barca, I think they're going to win. But I'll say a 2-1 win for Barca. In my heart, hopefully I'm completely wrong. Honestly, I just want to be completely off. And I hope Napoli win 10-0. But that's obviously not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And they're missing Koulibaly too. And Barca, they got everyone. Whatever, they're missing Luis Suarez, but they've been missing him for like a month now. So they're good to go. They got their full team. Napoli's missing their best defender, maybe their best player, their captain, and Koulibaly, and I don't know, man. I just don't see them getting out of this. Then again, I saw Roma a little more when they got out against Barca. I think it was also the round of 16. And hey, Manolas is at Napoli now, so anything can happen. Anything can happen. But from a prediction standpoint, I'm gonna go with a 2-1 win for Barca, and hopefully it's only 2-1. Hopefully. So, anyways, just to recap really quick, I think Bayern's gonna win 3-0 this leg and next leg. They're just gonna destroy Chelsea overall, but I have to go with the scoreline, so I'll say 3-0. I'll say 3-0. And yeah, they're one of my choices to get to the final and maybe even win it all. This is the first year in a long time that I feel that Bayern are actually favorites, or one of the favorites in this tournament. Every year, everyone says, like, all the analysts say, "Oh yeah, Bayern's favorite, City's favorite, whatever." Like, these teams that are never favorites. Like, City isn't favorite this year either. I don't know what people are talking about. Like, I don't understand how can they be favorites if they're having their worst year in like the past 4 years or 3 years. Like, how could they be favorites? I don't understand. They can't get past the round of 16, the quarterfinals. Like, I don't get it. Whatever. This year, Bayern is actually a favorite. I say a 3-0 win at Stamford Bridge. And as for the Napoli-Barca match in the Stadio San Paolo, yeah, Barca's going to win. It's going to be a 2-1 win. Napoli are awful at home. Like I said, losing 3-1 to Lecce. They're better away, and they're better in big games, but I just don't see them overcoming Barca. I don't see it, but I hope it happens. And anyways, that's it. That was probably pretty quick, but yeah, that's the video. It's only 2 games to go over, and they're pretty easy decisions to make. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna have a lot of fun watching these games. Hopefully they are good games, because so far every game has been really good, really exciting, and exactly what everybody thought it was gonna be. One of the best round of 16s we've seen in a long time. They're just really good matchups. So if you guys enjoyed the video, if you guys liked it, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know exactly when my videos come out the moment that they do. And I really appreciate it, guys. Everyone who comments their own predictions or comments on my specific predictions. Anything to support. It's really appreciated. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.